The big stage show. Yeah. Is it a big stage show? Or isn't it a big stage show? Is it real or is it not real? Is it not real? What do we believe anymore? Is there any news reported that you can believe anymore? From mainstream media to alternative media. Doesn't matter. Straight across the board. Is there anybody reporting truth anymore? You know? And then you have people that you followed yourself, like myself. I don't follow too many people. But you watch only very few people, which is me. I don't watch that many people's videos up on YouTube. Really don't. I had a selected few people that I watched, and that was it. And that's been whittled down to almost next to none now. And it's not all the way next to none. I mean, but the numbers have gotten a lot lower for who I would watch. And there's certain people that I've seen that I know that spoke about truth, like Dutch Sense. I watched Dutch Sense now for 8 years. Not better. In around that area. And I've watched lots and lots and lots and lots of reports of Dutch Census, but he showed you the heartbreaks. Reported a storm going to be in this area. Before a storm was in that area, he gave you locations and everything. Told you what state, what towns. And within 72 hours from now, there's going to be this type of weather activity in this area. And every last time, he was right dead spot on. Every last time. You know? And then there's the latest incident with Dutch and mainstream media. Okay, mainstream media setting out to make Dutch look like a liar, right? Mainstream media's got to put Dutch in the spotlight because, well, we don't have weapons of weather warfare, and that's a conspiracy theory, and on and on and on, right? And this is not the first time this has happened. But I have a problem. And I'm not saying I'm right and I'm not saying I'm wrong. This is just my opinion based on what I'm seeing. Okay, that's all this is. My opinion and speculation, and I have nothing concrete to back anything I'm about to say up with at all so that you understand this, okay? So, with that being said, first and foremost, okay, because that has to be said, this is just a feeling I have, okay? Just see, when it comes to weather warfare, it comes to HAARP, it comes to Dutch Census reports. We had somebody else that talked about our weather, HAARP. That's right. Same type of stuff that Dutch Census talked about. And that was a her. And her name would have been Rev Michelle Hopkins. But for some reason, out of all the reports Dutch has done all these years, and Michelle's been up here for the last, year and a half, 2 years, and done a lot of reports on this, right? I mean, come on, Hurricane Sandy. Michelle Hopkins did a really good job there, didn't she? Yeah. But yet Dutch Sense never noticed her, right? Or she never noticed Dutch in the public's eyes until recently, right? Now think about that, and then I think about the second time this has happened with mainstream media and Dutch Sense. And I look at that for what it is, and I'm thinking, I've shown this 1,000 times myself already, it seems like it anyhow. I went and put it in your face before already. Weather warfare was happening during World War II. And mainstream media is going to act like we don't have machines. And this is all hunky-punky bullshit, blah, 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 right? And this puts Dutch in a good spot, doesn't it? Because Dutch has been proven to be right over and over. And you know what I don't get really is that I can go to Department of Defense. The United States' Department of Defense. And I can punch in weather warfare, HAARP. There it is, just right in your face. right there on the Department of Defense's home page. It's not been hidden. It's right there for anybody to find. The weather warfare is quite real. HAARP is quite real. Do you think Dutch accidentally got all of his reports right? No, there was no accident about that. The man knows what he's talking about. Do you think Red Michelle Hopkins accidentally got her stuff right when it came to weather manipulation and HAARP? No. There was no accidents about any of this stuff. Did you ever listen to the way Michelle Hopkins talks? The way she presents herself in videos? And then listen to the way Dutch Sense talks, presents himself in videos. There's a lot of similarities there, isn't there? I'm not saying anything that's, I'm just telling you. That's why I told you to begin with this. It's only speculation. I have nothing here. I'm only telling you my opinion. That's it, okay? From what I'm seeing. And for me to believe that the people on mainstream media wouldn't know anything about HAARP, wouldn't know anything about weather warfare, wouldn't know anything about any of this stuff when it's so in your face. It's all over the place. And the information is not hard to pull up. And it's not hard to verify that it's legit, like weather warfare. So why wouldn't mainstream media go look and see that what Dutch was talking about, weather warfare and HAARP, blah, 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 if that stuff wasn't true before they would make a report? Of course, unless it's a stage show. How does it work with Alex Jones? Well, he presents a lot of truth, doesn't he? Yes, he does. And he can back up what he's presenting as truth, and he backs it up, doesn't he? Yes, he does. And how do we sucker a crowd of people? Masses of people. Well, we give them somebody that says a lot of truth, right? Right? And they show you truth after truth after truth, right? Right. So then honest people say, yeah, see, this person's honest, right? Then when this person, like Alex Jones, lies to you, this is when it becomes dangerous. Because he's told you so many truths and backed it up that unless you're really aware, you don't catch the lie. Or he don't tell you something that he knows. It's right to deceive you. Or he lies to you. Why does he do this? Because this is how we sucker you in. A whole bunch of truth. Then the little white lies that we mix in between ain't caught because of all the truth. And everybody's lazy nowadays, isn't that right? Nobody wants to look into anything. Because if anybody looked into anything at all, when it comes to the mainstream media report on Dutch Sense, this last video on this typhoon, would have common sense to realize that it's all out there. All the information's there. I've showed you it myself, and I don't even know the hours about weather. I could not even do what Dutch does. But yet, I'm smart enough to know, and I looked it up, and there it is, right in your face. I can show you all the literature on HAARP, so can Dutch. And I can take you to the Department of Defense and show you all the literature right on the Department of Defense's home webpage. And if you do a little bit of research on your real history, you'll find out even in World War II we were having weather warfare. Yeah. The man's been playing with weather for years. They've got it down pat now. How to manipulate, control, create a storm, steer a storm right to where they want it. They've got the art designed down pat. But yet, his mainstream media is saying, this is a conspiracy theory, right? This is like the second time now, right? With Dutch, right? So then I was thinking about Alex. And how he's a plant, because he is. So in your face that the guy's a plant. David Icke, plant. Then some of the people that I followed here on YouTube, in my opinion, are plants. I had to say in my opinion because I can't concretely back any of it up right this moment. But all this stuff is so in my face. So in my face that it tells me that it's probably very true. There's too much there. I can't just turn my head to it. And I don't turn my head to it because the best way to fool masses of people is to give somebody that speaks a lot of truth. Put a lot of truth in their face and then twist it a little bit here, a little bit there. Leave some things out, a little bit here, a little bit there. Put a little white line here, a little white line there. That's right, it's not caught. And so when it comes to mainstream media, alternative media, AMTV here on YouTube, Christopher Green, okay? I look at Christopher Green, CNN, ABC, Fox, NBC, CBS, all one and the same. Liars. Bought and paid for. I hate to say it, but that's exactly what I see. And then when people like Dabu7 goes over and gets on AMTV with Christopher Green and is promoted by him and is promoted by Alex Jones, it's not trustable no more. Not in my eyes. No, not in my eyes. See, because I wasn't born yesterday. And the only thing I can tell you is this. I've given people hints and tips, even on my other page, how to spot possible plants here on YouTube. Okay? To use this, your head, and to sit back and watch. Sometimes you may not be able to concretely prove so, but if there's enough there, enough in your face, keep your eyes on the ones that you trust the most. It's sort of like the old saying, keep your enemy closer than your friends. That's right. And in this situation, keep your eyes on the ones on YouTube that you trust the most, that have the biggest views. They have lots of subscribers. They've told you lots of truths, right? Like Alex Jones, right? Like Rev. Michelle Hopkins with her HAARP reports, right? Like Death Sense. Am I saying that Death Sense is a bad guy? No, I'm not. Am I saying that Dabu7's a bad guy? No, not really. But when reality slaps you in the face and you realize that anybody with common sense knows Alex Jones is bought and paid for a plant. But then common sense isn't something that's common anymore, isn't it? Isn't that right? So most people won't pick up on it, right? Right. But when I look at it and I sit back and I look at the whole situation, and I have to say, was this real or was this a stage show? Dutch Census reports he tells the truth. Followed him faithfully. Believed him. He was a really good guy. Smart. Intelligent. Knows his weather. Definitely. Okay. But then at the same token, I have to think to myself, but we got this little Shalasco now, or stage show, or Ponzi show, or whatever you want to call it, with mainstream media. In that sense. And this is the second time I've seen this happen with him. I guess it's sort of like his YouTube channel has been taken down twice and brought back up twice. I don't know. I'm only saying. And it makes me suspicious. Because it don't take a rocket scientist to punch in Homeland Security or punch in Department of Defense, punch in HARP, punch in weather warfare on any search engine you want, and to go look stuff up and read and research and go back in history and pay attention to what's going on and pay attention to the skies now with all the chemtrails and to open your eyes and pay attention to what's going on around you. And then you see mainstream media running with how Dutch is full of shit. This is all a conspiracy theory. Okay? But why would mainstream media not even look into it before they would run with this report? See, as I said at the beginning of the video, is there any truth anymore? Anywhere? From alternative media to mainstream media, it just don't matter. Does anybody report truth anymore? So that question has to stick with me. And I had to think about that because I'm not seeing truth from anybody anymore. And when I think about the typhoon, Dutch Census reported, mainstream media, what they reported about Dutch Census, and I've seen this happen once before, and I think about people like Alex Jones, David Icke. And I think about the best way to fool the masses. How Alex Jones got where he's at right now. How David Icke got where he's at right now. The best way to fool the masses is to give you somebody that's going to speak a lot of truth and make sure that they're known and backed up for the truth they speak. So that everybody can clearly see that they're telling the truth, that they're right. And that person that everybody's got everybody's eyes on him, okay? We put him in a spot like Alex Jones, David Icke. That sense. I'm not saying he is, okay? I'm just telling you. People with lots of viewers. And we have them show you lots of truth. Stuff that can be concretely backed up. Once I do this enough with this person's got a lot of people viewing him, then you all say, this guy's telling the truth. This girl's telling the truth. Whoever it is. Don't matter what gender it is. Don't matter who it is. This person's telling the truth. This person's telling the truth. And you're after truth, right? And this is where they can get you when you're not careful. Maybe you don't have your eyes open. Because this person can also be working both sides. And they're here for a reason, like Alex Jones. And it's not the truth that's going to hurt you. You give them credit for telling you the truth. It's what they don't tell you. Or it's the lies that they tell you. The little white lies that they throw in between. Because they know what the hell they're doing. Because they're not stupid. And they're being paid to do what they're doing. And it's these little white lies and this manipulation that these people bring with them that sends every one of us right down the damn rabbit hole. Deception. So once again, I don't know. I just know this. All of the data is out there on HARP. Anybody can find it. Everything on HARP. What Dutch talks about, I've seen and I've watched his reports. He's always accurate, always. He knows what the hell he's talking about. And how would I be the only person to be seeing that? I wouldn't be. And why would mainstream media see it as well? Oh, because they're paid to report the blah blah. No. What if this is a stage show? They want to give Dutch credibility to the people who are looking for the truth. To keep you looking, saying, see, this guy's honest. See, mainstream media don't care because they've already been showed and told. No, everybody knows they're lying, right? Right. So what's one more lie for them? No big deal. But if used as a tool, mainstream media gets caught, oh, you're lying, right? Dutch Sense gets put into a good spot. Alex Jones, mainstream media gets caught, you're lying, right? Alex Jones gets put into a good spot. Makes them more believable, more trustable, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yes. And at the same time, we know Alex is a plant. And it's the little white lies and what he don't tell you that's going to get you dead. So then the question comes back to the simple thing. Is there any truth left anymore? Is there any total honesty left anymore? Whose hearts are in the right spots? Who really cares about what's really going on? And I mean cares. Who really cares about other people, other human beings, and not about their own selfish want? Or their own back pocket, their own wallet for money. Who would put money over everybody around them? Just about everybody, wouldn't they? Sure would. And who wouldn't? Who would put what's right over the top of money and be broke before they would shit on other people? Who would care enough about other people and not give a fuck about money? Care about what's right. How many people do we have left that would care about what's right? Or that could be bought out, paid for, sold out? That's my question. Do I have anything here to call anybody without anything? No. But what I have is something I'm seeing that bothers me. Because it's so in your face. And because I wasn't born yesterday. See, if mainstream media, because we already know they're bought and paid for and lie on a regular basis, so what's one more lie to them? Nothing. But if they can do it on a person like Alex Jones, gives Alex more credibility. They don't want the credibility themselves because they want the people who are waking up or seeing what's going on that are getting suspicious of people like Alex Jones. They want you to stop the suspicion and think, oh, no, I must have been wrong. This guy's a good guy. And what's a better way to change somebody's mind? I mean, think about it. Somebody who starts to wake up to Alex Jones as a plant, and then mainstream media and Alex get involved in a blah, 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 and mainstream media is made into a liar, and Alex is made into be honest. Then the person who suddenly gets suspicious of Alex suddenly says, maybe I was wrong, and turns their back to their thoughts. And don't furtherly keep their eyes open no more. Puts them back to sleep, doesn't it? Wouldn't the same thing happen with somebody like Dutch Sense? Puts you back to sleep, wouldn't it? Sure would. Unless you're not willing to go back to sleep. And you're willing to watch everything with a firm eye. Am I saying Dutch is bad? No, not by no means. Do I have anything to back anything up? No. But what I have is common sense, which most people lack and don't have. And what I have is the ability to keep my eyes firmly square planted on everybody and not trust anybody anymore, because what am I seeing? What am I seeing? I'm seeing lies everywhere, isn't I? You don't know what to believe anymore, do you? Because there's so much lying going on. I'm not going to say no more. But you might want to really think about the words that I've said in this video. Really hard. The best way to fool masses is to put somebody out here like Alex, who told you a bunch of truths. It's the white lies that he tells you. He's going to get you because it's the bunch of truths that he packed up that got you hooked. And then when you got suspicious of him, they had mainstream media who's already known for lying come up and do a report and lie some more so that you seen he was right. And the mainstream media is a liar. And this took in mind off the fact that this person might be a plant. It made you re-question it. It's sort of like a devil's advocate, right? What is a devil's advocate's job on a radio show or a television show? To manipulate the truth. One person gives you the odds, God's honest, straight truth, straight across the board, and the devil's advocate twists and manipulates the truth, so that the audience, when they walks away confused to what the real truth is. And that's the same thing we got going on here with Alex Jones, David Icke, mainstream media, and alternative media like AMTV, Greenway TV, okay, lying Greenway, lying CNN, lying ABC, lying, the list goes on and on, right? But people who you really know is telling the truth, and you trust. And you have to ask yourself, can you trust them now or not? I don't know. I don't like games. I don't like lies. I'm not playing lies with anybody. But I want people to be aware of what I'm telling you. If you didn't understand me, there's not much I can do for you. But anybody with a little bit up here, think about what I've said and you'll understand what I'm saying. I got nothing here, like I told you. I'm not making no accusations or pointing fingers at nobody. I'm only telling you what I see.